Well, hello everybody. It's Darren Saul here. I'm back. It's your host of Playing with Perspective, the suspended animation podcast. And I have a very special guest and a very special show. Today is episode 140, and Cristiana Tudor is here all the way from New York City. Cristiana, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me here today. It means the world to me. And hi, everybody who's listening.
Awesome. How do you pronounce your surname properly? I want to make sure that I pronounce it properly.
You've pronounced it so correctly.
There you
Um,
go.
so you've done an incredible job. So very well done.
Fantastic. So, everybody out there, all us loyal audience, we're going to be chatting all about greatness through genuine storytelling. Christiana is a successful author, storytelling educator, and social media expert whose goal is to empower women of any income level to start and scale their business to the next level through effective branding, storytelling, and social media coaching. She incorporates mindset coaching within her programs and helps her clients break out of old patterns, transition into new, healthier emotional states, and shift into positive thinking. So, Christiana, it's such a pleasure to have you all the way from NYC. Welcome again to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. So, Christiana, I'd love to know a bit about your story. Tell us a bit about what brought you into storytelling and social media, and just let's give it a bit of a backstory before we go further with some Q&A.
So, I got a bachelor degree in journalism and an MBA in media management. And I started an internship, and I had no idea where to go. I just wanted to start my career. And at that time, I have decided to try multiple things related to advertising because I used to be a radio producer. So I was geared towards traditional advertising and learning that everything was going to be digital, right? Or at least almost everything. Just decided to try everything possible in this area, such as client relationship management, email marketing, a lot. But I have been so attracted by social media because I have learned that it has two components: social and media.
I
So
love that. So cool. I like the way you put that. Yep.
I love people and I love communicating. And at that time, I was so young, but I have decided to embrace everything because, when we start something, even if we don't have experience, but it's so important to put our heart into everything that we are doing.
Definitely.
And that's how we are gaining more experience. That's how we learn day by day, being consistent. And I've learned to make the difference between being interested and being committed. I was committed from day one,
Wow.
to not just learn, but to make the difference into people's lives. Because here's the thing: when my clients are giving me their social media accounts, they trust me
Yep.
that I would tell their story in a powerful way, in a genuine way, so that they can thrive. They know their stuff, but they
Nice.
don't know how to express themselves in social media.
Yep.
So it's important when we put things out there, when we post content, we are telling a story. It's not just about posting things out there just for the sake of doing it, but it's rather for the sake of creating meaning
I love it.
around everything that we are doing.
Yep.
And today, it's more important than ever to associate everything that you are doing. And I'm not talking right now about, healthcare related clients or not, but this is general.
Yep.
This is for everybody.
Definitely. Storytelling is so important these days.
Exactly. You should know that everything you are posting, everything you are putting out there really should be fully aligned with your vision, mission, and purpose as an organization,
Yep.
as a business, because your social media posts reflect your commitment to make an impact, to make the difference,
Yep.
no matter what industry we're talking about.
Yep. So true.
The moment you are not fully aligned, you're not going to attract the right clients in your life because people are going to get confused.
Yep.
Let's say you are posting on social media that you are passionate about healthy lifestyle and healthy food and food that would nourish your body, and then in your stories, right, you are posting that you are eating junk food.
Yep.
Now,
Absolutely.
when I'm watching this, what can I believe?
Yep.
That you're not genuine. So while I was working on various clients, on various campaigns, I have orchestrated campaigns that really reached, millions of people worldwide. They were award-winning campaigns. But my takeaway from all this experience was that being genuine is key because people will feel it beyond the screen of their phone, computer, or tablet.
Yep. So true. And that kind of brings us a really good point, Christiana. I mean, obviously, storytelling is so important, and it has to be genuine storytelling. How do we make sure that we stay genuine? Is it easy for us to maybe sway or be influenced by other people or be influenced by market forces or the environment? What are some strategies, or what are your thoughts around how we can stay genuine to ourselves?
I have three key strategies, and I'm
Great.
going to outline them right now. And they are very easy, actually. First of all, what is it that makes your heart sing? What is it that you are passionate about?
Yep.
And then how do you want to translate that into powerful content to impact people so that they can join you, so that they can join your vision and mission?
Yep.
And third, the modality of expression. So it's either a video or image or quote or text,
Yep.
but it has to reflect the truth. And now I have a couple of points that I really need to make.
Sure.
It's when we establish our vision, it really needs to be based on honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we are not honest from day one, we are creating a tremendous amount of stress as leaders in
Yep.
business, corporate leaders, whatever you want to call it.
Yep. Agree.
The moment we are creating all that stress, that is going to add up day by day, day by day, day by day. And it's going to make us sick, not to mention the mental health issues that may arise from this,
Sure.
but also there are going to be inconsistency down the line.
Wow.
And people are going to notice this because the moment you are not genuine, you cannot keep the lie going and going and going on and on.
So
No
true.
mistake.
So true. There's a great quote. I'll just interrupt for 1 second. There's a fantastic quote that Mark Twain, and I think it says, "If I never lie, I never have to remember. If I always tell the truth, I never have to remember anything."
Exactly.
I love that.
So true. Exactly. So the moment you are lying and or you are not 100% honest with your audience,
Yep.
that's not going to work
No.
because in the long run, you're not going to be able to create products and services to serve that audience. You're
Exactly.
just going to be able to create something in a short run
Yep.
to get you out of financial trouble, or let's say that is going to help you to pay your bills.
Yep.
But as an entrepreneur or innovator, industry disruptor, leader, that's not your goal. Your goal is not to create a company that would help you pay your bills.
Mm-hmm.
Your main goal is to make an impact,
Yep.
to create legacy. And you're not creating legacy by creating things on a short term,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah.
So it's so important, even if, let's say, your niche is very, very limited, that's you. And that's better to be that way rather than creating something on a fictional expansion, to call it that way,
Yeah, like it.
something that is not going to work. Eventually, it's not going to work.
Yep.
And
Eventually,
I
it won't sustain itself because you
exactly,
won't enjoy it, and you'll burn out, and your audience will see through you as well.
absolutely.
Yep.
Because you're gonna start creating scenarios to back up your lies
Yep.
that eventually are getting caught,
Yep.
and then you keep creating scenarios to cover another lie and another lie and another lie, and then
Yep.
your brain and your conscious really starts feeling it because you know deep down that you're
Yeah.
saying a lie.
Yeah. And do you see a lot of people on social media that you really can tell they're not being authentic? Do you see this a lot?
Yes.
Wow.
Unfortunately, yes. And the reason for that is because, many of them really call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. But it's just not, and they are filtered. People are filtering them, and
Yeah.
that's great. And the one of the most beautiful things about social media is that it has a way to punish those who are not speaking their truth, who are not genuine,
Yep.
and those who really put things out there just for the sake of doing it. And I'm seeing this a lot into the nutrition space because, most of my clients are, oncology nutritionists
Wow.
or oncologists under the prevention mode, or healthcare innovators. And I have noticed that, and they also told me there are a lot of influencers out there who are giving wrong advice
Mm.
in this area. And I was actually reading some stats related to blogs that are written telling you how to lose weight. And I think close to 90% of them were giving wrong information.
Oh my gosh.
So it's not, and that's why it's a lot of confusion,
Yep.
because people don't know, most of them don't know what to believe anymore, and it's so hard to create that genuine storytelling by showing your credentials, because you show that, okay, I am so competent
Yeah.
to talk about this because I know what I'm saying and I know what I'm doing, and I'm an expert in this field.
Hmm.
But most people really post their food in there just because it looks good, it's Instagram friendly,
Yep.
and they keep posting it, but they think that, oh, fresh fruits and veggies, and then it's all good, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just, it's oncology nutrition, it's a whole thing. Let's say my client, she's from Australia. She got international recognition and she got multiple awards for guidelines
Wow.
for patients who are struggling with cancer, in terms of nutrition. So she got awards for guidelines in nutrition for
Amazing.
patients
Great.
with cancer. So it's a lot of detail
Yep.
in every aspect, and it's a matter of not being superficial
Yep.
and really filtering everything that you are told. You can't really think that everything that is flying should be should be eaten. It's You need to really put your mind to work and find brands that you feel are genuine. Your gut is going to tell you if they are telling the truth or not,
Yeah.
and stick to them.
Yep.
And it's so
I
important.
agree.
I've had so many people who are saying, oh my God, I can't wait to read your updates daily because they provide so much value. So the moment you're providing value, they come to your page because they're not waiting for the algorithm to put your update
Exactly.
into their newsfeed, but they want to see what you're doing because they find value in it. And the fact that you are really making an impact and you are changing people's lives for the better,
Yep.
that's great. Even if you have like a tiny niche, but that's you. And this is what makes you you, and that's unique to you, and that's part of your story.
Definitely. And the world
So
is large enough, even a small niche can attract a lot of followers and a huge audience. The world is large enough.
absolutely, rather than, being not being authentic, and then you just, once you get caught, you need to leave the industry, because definitely no one is going to take you into consideration, and that's even painful.
Yeah.
So I've learned this over the past 11 years. I wouldn't have put it this way 11 years ago, that's for sure.
Wow. Yeah. And you brought up a really good point, Christiana. Like you mentioned, people come and search out your page and your content every day because you give them so much value. I think that's such a good point to reiterate for everybody out there that is, on their social media marketing journey, is that if you can give people majority of the time content that they can use, content that can help them in their life, content that they can really learn from, you can build your audience much faster than if you're just constantly promoting and promoting yourself with all sorts of modes of promotion without any real value. So I think it's a really good point.
And I have learned that by applying this um, philosophy, I have gained more insights into my next point, which is serve, don't sell.
Ah, love it.
So what I'm doing through my social media content is chasing greatness, chasing value, providing massive value to my audience rather than selling. I am serving. And then, of course, money will follow.
I agree.
But my main focus is to serve.
Perfect. And you do that with giving people content that's full of education and insight and insight into your personality as well. And that's how you build a loyal audience.
Yes, I've been doing this successfully with my clients, and this makes my heart sing, because every time I read people's comments saying how all those things really changed their lives and made them take proactive steps regarding their health and well-being, that's more than I could have hoped for, because you need to educate people.
Yep.
You need to tell them. It's not that me. Social media is not about me, take me. I have this bling bling kind of a thing.
Exactly.
No,
100%.
it's value. And unfortunately for many people, this takes time.
Yep.
So building loyalty for your brand and creating a name for yourself based on content that is genuine and truly speaking your truth takes time.
Yeah.
So it's not like on the other way around, where you may, include some things that are not really true here and there, trying to skip the steps.
There's no quick fix. It's a long journey, and it's, you've got to put your heart and soul into it.
But it's worth it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so, Christiana, which platforms and which modalities do you enjoy the most?
So to be honest with you, I love them all, because each and every platform is unique. So I love Twitter, I love Facebook, I love Instagram, I love LinkedIn, I love Google My Business, I love YouTube. So these are the ones that I'm using, but I'm adjusting per my clients' needs. But the ones that I'm truly passionate about are the ones that speak my clients' truth and allow them to show who they are and what they stand for. And so 3 platforms that I have for all my clients are LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And another one that I've been using and that I call social SEO integration, because it really helps you show up in Google searches for free. Is Google My Business.
Google My Business. I don't know much about that. Yeah, tell us more about that.
Yeah, so having an updated Google My Business listing with your hours, your services, everything that you're doing, plus pictures, videos, and posts. So literally you can replicate the post that you're posting on Facebook or LinkedIn,
Wow.
with a specific call to action that you can choose from. There is a drop down menu there, book now, order online, learn more. You can add there the link and you can embed the video or a picture, and it's very powerful. And when someone is searching, they're gonna see right under your
Wow.
posting all those posts, and they show up in Google searches and
Google
on Google
searches.
Maps.
So when someone's searching your business, that pops up with some, information and different posts instead of just having a photo with the hours and that's it.
Exactly, and it's
Wow, I
so,
didn't know that.
and yeah, and on Google Maps as well. So it's so powerful, and it's free SEO, so it's just
Way.
right there. And all you need to do is keep posting regularly,
Yep.
and making sure the post stands out. And yeah, that's it. It's
And
free.
how do you sign up for that? You just go to Google My Business, or what's the best way to?
Yes, you go to Google My Business,
Hmm.
you sign up with the email address that is associated with your domain name.
Okay.
You add there the name of your business, everything that you do, and then what's going to happen is Google will send to verify that this is, because it's information, it's public information. So Google needs to make sure that it's you and is genuine. So you're going to list there an address for the respective business, and Google
Wow.
is going to send you a card with a code. And once you receive the code by mail, you introduce it in there, and the listing goes public. And you populate it with the hours when you're open, the days, the services you're providing. Maybe there is a price range, the products that you're having. Also, you can list if you have, let's say, events, super cool events.
Nice.
You can list in there, and they show up as special offers, let's say,
Yep.
from December 1st to December 31st. And then that's gonna be highlighted on your profile. So it has like a lot of cool features that you can use on your business for free. And it's
Amazing. We all love that word, free.
exactly, and it's and also they have in Australia, you guys can use it, rather than we here in the United States. But and the reason why I'm saying this is because they have a marketing kit that is free.
Uh-huh.
So you can either download it, or you can and print it out, or they can mail it to you directly. It's a marketing kit with various designs that Google puts together for you, with various call to actions. Let's say, follow us on Facebook, or visit our office, or something. And then
Ah,
have an event, right? You give this as a giveaway to your audience. And that's a great way for them to remind them to follow you on social media, give you a like, write you a review, or on Google, or literally see where you're at with everything that you're doing on your website and everywhere else. So it's pretty
wow.
cool.
Sensational. And so, Christiana, I'd love to hear more about, the details of how you work and what your particular areas of speciality are. Maybe let us know. And maybe if you want to share with us a client journey or a case study, that might be interesting for the audience as well.
So my specialty is women empowerment. So I work a lot with entrepreneurs, innovators, and industry disruptors across various industries, but I have a strong background in health sciences. So it so happened to attract a lot of entrepreneurs in this arena,
Yep.
health, medical, nutrition, oncology nutrition, life coaching, success coaching, career coaching, and all that. So it's all women empowerment.
Great.
And I am so excited to look first at clients' needs, and then create the content strategy assess their goals, right, together with them, and put together a strategy that would speak their truth, and then create the content that would really make them get there. And I always combine these strategies with podcasts. So I make sure I send them every single week into a new podcast, a new conference to speak, a new event.
Wow.
They
So you
have a
got
lot
so
of
you
fun.
send your clients, you get them booked on podcasts.
I do that as well. Yeah. So
Great.
I book them on podcasts, on shows, um, conferences, summits, retreats for ladies,
Sensations.
and even book chapters to write. So I make sure I speak their truth because I'm so passionate about their missions. So I would be on my phone and on my desktop all day
All day long.
work, trying to find all those opportunities for them. And they're not surprised, getting email, hey, I found this, just go there like
Yep.
yesterday. Like, yeah,
Wow.
do
Wow.
it.
Well done.
I,
Well
you know,
done.
I'm pretty decent. I mean, I feel like my clients are like my children. And so I am spoiling them, but not in a negative way, in a positive way,
Yep.
meaning that I put them to work.
Yep.
So I'm not really, leaving them, they're just okay.
So you
Like
give
I'm
them
doing
lots of homework, do you?
yeah, I do. And then I would follow up. Hey, have you scheduled your interview? Have you done
Oh,
this? Have you
very
done that?
good.
So I'm very very strict on that because it's so important to make sure they leverage and they make the most out of all the opportunities, and I want to make sure I keep them on track. So
Yes.
I'm a good mom.
It sounds like it. I love it. Well done. And have you got a little story for us of maybe a client journey, not mentioning any names, of course, but maybe a client that came to you that needed help with their social media strategy, needed to increase their brand awareness, and you put them through your program, including all the podcasts, and their business has just taken off?
Yeah, so I'm happy to share one of my favorite clients. She's in Australia. Uh,
Ah, great.
I mean, I have three clients from Australia currently.
Awesome.
They are so amazing, three incredible ladies, and all three of them really had the same journey. But I'm going to talk only about one of them. So
Sure.
she is very interesting because we've met on LinkedIn, and she already had someone who was doing some social media for her, and I mean, we talked, she was open to talking, and when I told her this is what I'm passionate about, that's what I would love to do for you, and she said yes. And if things work, we will escalate things,
Love it.
which
Yep.
happened. So I started working, and the most beautiful thing was that someone was taking care of the design or anything else, but my job was to create storytelling around what was making her unique, which I
Nice.
did.
Yep.
And so instead of putting content 3 times per week, I was doing it like 5 times per week, and then even more often, not because I was asked to, but because I wanted to. And really, I've been able to double the social media engagement, the presence, the number of shares. She got into a lot of podcasts, and
Amazing.
the her presence really increased, and really people started reaching out via social media to ask for help.
Wow.
And that was the moment when I knew that I was on the right path, because people really were inquiring for services, asking for help,
Yep.
asking for appointments.
Amazing.
We key. So they came via social media, and I couldn't have been happier to support this incredible mission that she has, and really make legacy for her, but also for me, because I just feel that by applying everything that I know, everything that I'm passionate about, and my step-by-step plan, this is key. And
Yep.
I never schedule posts.
Yep. Me
That's
neither. Me
to
neither.
me.
I'm not into scheduling. Yeah.
No, I never schedule posts because some of these scheduling platforms really, they may not even they will show you that the post went through, but when you're going on the actual platform, the posts are not there.
No.
So it's so frustrating, and me wasting time to go to customer service.
Oh,
Never.
no. Yeah.
I post manually because I know it's just for the 1-2 minutes.
I agree.
I prefer doing it because I know that I'm doing it. It's there and it's not affecting the algorithm and the organic reach,
Yep.
which is so important. So I'm always acting into the best interest of my client.
Yep. Do you do any work with paid advertising, or are you more
No,
organic focused?
organic.
Organic. Fantastic. Love it. And for everybody out there who might not know what organic means, it just means posting without using paid advertising. It's just using the algorithm and using the facilities to get your message across, but without using ads.
It's so powerful, and because here's the thing: when you are doing things organically, you are building a strong foundation for your brand
Yep.
and for everything that you stand for. It's just like when you are building a house. You don't start building a house by creating the roof.
That's true. So
Start
true.
with the foundation.
Yeah.
Because with the paid ads, the moment when you stop them,
Yep.
the advertising stops. With
Agree.
organic posts, it never
It
ends.
never ends. They can go viral, and sometimes posts pop up a week or two later, and I'm saying, "My God, is that still going?" It's amazing. Yep,
Yeah,
totally agree with you.
that's true. So it's incredibly powerful, and it's you're not paying for it,
Yep,
so you make the most out of everything that you have.
that's true. And just another reason why you should be on it. It's so powerful and it's free.
Exactly, it's free, it's powerful, and it helps you learn how to make the most of everything that you have.
Definitely love it. Love it. Well, Christiana, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure. Maybe you want to tell the audience how they can find you and work with you if they need to look you up.
So, what I would love to do is just offer to anyone in your audience who needs help with their storytelling or
Right.
strategy. I would love to offer a 30 minutes consultation. It's a free consultation.
Awesome.
So, they can reach me at calendly.com/Cristiana Tudor/engage.
Awesome.
Or they can look me up on LinkedIn, Cristiana Tudor, MA MBA,
Love it.
and they will find me there. Just send me a message, connect with me, and I'm gonna be more than happy to support you, or book a free consultation with me. Calendly.com/Cristiana Tudor/engage, and I'm happy to serve. So I will be thrilled to give you some guidance in creating legacy for yourself and the company that you either are just starting out or you're planning to start out,
Yep.
and you just think that you need to create some buzz awareness around it.
Perfect. And Christiana, really appreciate again, you staying up there late in New York City to come on this podcast. It's 11 o'clock in the evening. As you mentioned, it's about 3:30 here in Sydney. So really appreciate you staying up for the audience and for me. Very, very commendable of you.
When there is passion, you don't look at the clock. You
Yep.
don't see, okay, it's 9 to 5, or I don't work around the clock, just
Yep.
like looking at the clock. I just do whatever it takes to make that impact that I was talking about. So
Yep.
if there is passion, there is no limit.
Love it. And is there anything that you'd like to leave us with before we finish up?
Yes. Chase greatness. Don't chase money. Chase greatness. Look up always and try to be better tomorrow than you were today.
Yeah, so true.
And then money will follow. Always. This is a key principle in life and business. And take
So
it
true.
seriously.
So true. I love it. So I love your passion, your energy, your dedication. Truly, you can see that you love what you do.
I do. I truly do.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, Christiana, thank you once again for coming on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure. For all the audience, I'm going to put all those links to the Calendly and to Christiana's LinkedIn profile in the show notes so you can find her. Please look her up if you're looking to get some help and more understanding around your social media strategy. And she'd be delighted to have a 30-minute free consultation with you. So everybody out there, have a fantastic day. Enjoy, and we'll see you very, very soon for another episode of Playing with Perspective, the Suspended Animation Podcast. Thanks again, Cristiana.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
Thank
Much
you.
love.